Cole, I'm not taking you out in the second half again.
What's concerning is Malone never even explained or mentioned why he won't take Jokic out in the second half again. To put into perspective, Jamal Murray is the one coming back from the most severe injury out of everyone recently and is averaging the most minutes this series by far. Even Jokic is playing more minutes than Bam. This is an unhealthy distribution of minutes. It's unsustainable and also only getting worse as the games have gone on, as despite a large lead, in Game 3 Malone played Murray 44 minutes and Jokic over 43 minutes, while Butler and Bam only played around 40 minutes. You would think the team that's down would be the one to play their stars longer to catch up, but the Nuggets seem terrified and would rather choose to overplay their stars to guarantee a win with no regard for the durability or the longevity of the series. Sure, they're only 2 wins away from the NBA championship, but seriously, why is Jokic and Murray still on the court when the game is clearly out of reach? It's clear they were trying to feed into the Shaq-Kobe duo and all-time duo comparisons by getting both Jokic and Murray a 30-point triple-double. Jamal Murray and Jokic became the first duo in NBA playoff history to both have a 30-point triple-double in the same playoff game, which is impressive but was clearly not going to happen naturally. They could have taken Murray and Jokic out much earlier. The first thing Malone mentions in the post-game conference is both Murray and Jokic getting the 30-point triple-double and how it's never been done before.
Michael, how would you describe what you just saw from Joker and Jamal, and did anything you saw in the prior 48 hours give you any indication that they had that building?
I think it's the first time in finals history, or maybe NBA history, that 2 guys had 30-10 triple-doubles. So that's incredible right there.
But this only happened because they played this much in a game that was already out of reach. He also seems obsessed over every aspect the Heat and coach Bo excel at, like winning the fourth quarters, playing more minutes than the Heat stars, playing with more hustle, etc.
Malone was in the huddle starting the fourth quarter, going, "Don't let it happen. Correct. Don't let it happen."
While this makes sense on paper to do, Butler and the Heat stars are much more durable and are able to play that many minutes and play that way. Malone expecting his stars to play this way in the NBA Finals is a dangerous game. Jokic looks exhausted when he doesn't need to be. There could be consequences to playing this way, and instead of playing every minute like it's an elimination game, they really should be thinking of the grand scheme of the series, and if they have enough left in the tank, if the games actually end up close, late, or the series goes far, and that's when Butler and the Heat really excel. They're playing a game of endurance against the wrong opponent. The Heat already accepted defeat that game and know when to rest their stars. They also trust their bench to try to bring them back into it if they're not able to. The Nuggets almost don't trust their bench at all, even when they have a sizable lead. What happens when one of them actually gets injured and they actually have no choice but to play one of their bench? They won't have any experience and get thrown into an intense NBA Finals where they aren't leading the game, and that's when the pressure will really get to them. Even if Nuggets manage to stay healthy this series and win, they're potentially hurting a future title run like next year if they overexert themselves and get lingering injuries. This is why teams don't play their stars when they don't have to. In the end of the day, all that matters is who wins the game, and they're up 2-1 anyways, even when they lost 2 fourth quarters. This was also the first game the Nuggets won the fourth quarter scoring battle, and it was only by 1 point. This is not exactly impressive considering Butler and the rest of the Heat starters never played nearly as many minutes as Malone played his starters. The game was well out of reach for the Heat, who already put in their bench, and even Butler, who always plays more minutes than its opponents, played 4 less minutes despite being the losing team. On top of all this is a team that already dealt with severe injuries from Murray and Michael Porter Jr. these past 2 seasons. The very reason Jokic and Nuggets have been eliminated early the last 2 playoffs. A win whether by 15 like last game or even just by 5 is all the same at the end of the day. Let's not forget historically how greedy coaches overplaying their stars in games and times they don't need to be on the court ended up in the past. Look at Tom Thibodeau and how he kept Derrick Rose on the court during Game 1, which is a blowout, where they were up 12 points in the first round of the 2012 NBA playoffs, and then Rose tore his ACL. It's unsportsmanlike and even bad karma to try to keep their stars in and make the blowout bigger than needed, especially in a playoff game that early in the series. Ironically, that only costly mistake of overplaying Rose and severely injuring him led to the 8th seed 76ers to upset Thibodeau's first seed Bulls, being one of only 6 times in NBA history such an upset ever happened. The game was clearly out of reach, so there's no reason for Malone to keep his starters on. While the Heat already subbed theirs out, Murray may be healthy right now, but overplaying him will almost certainly lead to injury, and the way he plays is similar to Rose as well. Michael Malone should learn from Thibodeau's mistake and Rose's career outcome if he really cares about his players or even the longevity of their stars, and to even win this NBA championship and even future titles. To be clear, I'm not wishing injury on the Nuggets at all, but probability wise, playing this way only increases the likelihood of one of their stars or starters getting injured. The Nuggets this year have been much more healthier than previous years, but playing this way could be due for a bad injury from overplaying. As mentioned from the Derrick Rose injury leading to the 8th seed 76ers beating the first seed Bulls, check out my other video detailing this and 5 other times 8 seeds upset the first seed in NBA playoff history, including this year's Miami Heat.